Hi there. Hi, how you doing there? Must look in the right place. The marker on top of the camera's gone. So, if you're watching this online, then you'll know that my name is Paul Murphy. And, okay, be quick because of the time. So, it is 13th of May 2024. And it's quite apocalyptic outside here late at night, and it's quite apocalyptic in many other ways. I wanted to do one last poetry reading or lyric reading of some of my, hopefully I'll get them down, of the last songs that I got to write. I'm so sorry for the fact that there's going to be lots of creaking and grimacing and everything. You know. The subject matter of some of these songs will probably tell you why. So, off we go. And we're going to start. I could have put these in, I thought I could do these in some kind of order, so, you know, melodramatic and heart-tugging and everything. But I haven't done it. The only thing I've done is the opening one and the closing one. Depending on time, I may talk a little bit about the songs. I don't know. I can't read the lyrics with my glasses on, but they do cover up the bags under my eyes. So we're going to start with what turned out to be the last song that I ever wrote. And it's called Ocean Eyes. I could swim forever in your ocean eyes, past the starless moon to the new sunrise, while the nightingale sings her melody, to background the joy you bring unto me. Tomorrow is always so far away, so let us make the most of every day. Your comet trail smile lights my tentative steps, diaphanous dreams I never will forget. When darkness descends and shades my soul, and leads me astray as the storm clouds roll, I never shall be lost, for, come what may, your angel wing voice will safe guide my way. If this should be all that we do share between here and heaven, and who knows where, each sacred second I shall hold and revere, and cherish them down through all of my years. The other thing I should have said, I don't want to make this too talky, but my diaphragm is just about completely packed up now. So, getting oxygen in. Because that song I wrote in Yeovil Hospital at 5:55 this morning, timing it into a text and then texting it to myself, so that, and fine-tuned it a little bit just now. Yeah, I'll give it. That was the initial spark of that was a lovely nurse that I met there last night who took some blood off of me. Makes a change. It's normally money. Let's not be bitter. But I meant that in a humorous way. She really did have eyes that you could swim in forever. But then I recorded a version of it this afternoon, and it occurred to me that the words would also apply to my beautiful children. And so then I restructured it, and I can see on the shelf behind me, it's now been taken down by Amazon, but one of my poetry books was Poems for My Children, and that was a book of all the poems at that time that I'd written for my children, song lyrics. And there's one in there called Dylan, and I changed the cadence on this song, changed some of the words around so that it matched the meter of Dylan. There's a little hint in there. So Diaphanous Dreams, I never will forget. So that was a tip of the emotional hat to that. Okay, the last song has been sung. Here we go. Okay, the last song has been sung. The mockingbird is singing as the red-tinged mist appears. I'm to sail my final journey on a sea of orphans' tears. I went out fighting with my back against the wall, empty shelled cases of my songs piling up as I watched my enemies fall. Now I'm sinking, thinking, let the dogs have it all. The last song has been sung. Everything is empty, my eyes, my heart, my soul. The sneering dawn, she tempts me, but hell won't cede control. Now they're closing in for the kill. I've battled to the bitter end, but now I've had my fill. The dogs can do with what I leave as they will. The last song has been sung. All I received was empty love, though I gave full and true. There's no gold at the rainbow's end, nor friends to comfort you. My guitar clutched in my cold, vacant hands. They think they're going to take me, but I've got other plans. The dogs can howl their venom, I'm beyond their demands. The last song has been sung. I'm so sorry. I should have looked at that one first. I don't even remember anything about that. So I wrote that at 10:49, and also presumably the last verse at 03:55 on the 4th of March 2024, written in bed and on the sofa. I'll see how we're doing for time. I was going to do some of the songs that I recently found from the old days, but we'll see how the brand new ones go. This is called From Afar. Ethereal beauty. Goodness me. Any second I'm expecting the windows to blow in. From afar. Ethereal beauty, neath a star-kissed sky, I gazed from a distance as you glided by. What words of man could paint your face? What metaphor wouldst describe your grace? You paused and smiled, and time did cease. Turmoiled souls were blessed with peace. Cascades of light flew from your eyes and lit a path to where paradise lies. Upon your deep water lips lies the rainbow's gold. Beyond their gates, prized secrets ne'er told. Will your gossamer voice but speak my name? This enraptured heart is yours to claim. The nightingale odes you upon the whispering wind. Nature acclaims you, the rose calls you its twin. Dawn pays you homage, spring blooms where you stand. Those who seek heaven need but feel your hand. certainly remember writing that one. So I wrote that one at 10:54 a.m. on the 30th of March, 2024. Was that the same day as the last one? And that was inspired, a lady, a young girl, lady, whose name I know not. She works in a certain supermarket. And I thank her. I don't need you anyway. You strut on by with your head held high, casting me your disdainful eye. Well, that's a game only one will play. I don't need you anyway. You send a sigh, and we both know why. I won't take the bait, but still, nice try. Your tricks won't work, not on your best day. I don't need you anyway. Keep your name, I won't stake a claim. Keep on going on your walk of shame. I wrote the book for your dismay. I don't need you anyway. Your arrogance and words of offence impress me not. I'm well defenced. You're not someone I'd invite to stay. I don't need you anyway. You're unhappy with the deal you chose. You asked him for a ring. He put it through your nose. You cheat and lie. All your moves are sly. I'm immune. Your wells run dry. There's nothing left for us to say. I don't need you anyway. I don't want you or your barbed wire kiss. You overpriced yourself. Next time, remember this. Okay, I should have read ahead on that one. So that was, so the first two pages were written at 10:44 on the 6th of April 2024, table number 1. And the last page, the addendum, was written also on the same day. So that was the start then. 10:20 a.m., 6th of April. I see. So, right. Okay. I reordered them when I made it into a song. Pages 1 and 3 were written first. And page 2 was written. I still had some feelings left inside me. And this is called One by One. One by one. One by one, they turned away from the sun. One by one, they gave their children a gun, letting the devil roll the dice on their lives, putting price tags on their wives. 2 by 2, they lined up for you. 2 by 2, the whole night through, using words of love as bait to consign you to a bitter fate. 3 by 3, they hurt you with glee. 3 by 3, they mocked all your pleas, tattooing a number on your arm, teaching babies how to self-harm. 4 by 4, they put mines on the shore. 4 by 4, came boats for the poor. Nursery walls wearing a pentagram. Hellhound howling boys, here I am. 5 by 5, they flayed Christ alive. 5 by 5, they laughed as he died. Like so many, he was betrayed by a kiss, Satan's most profitable gift. 6 by 6, they burn the lame and the sick. 6 by 6, they get their kicks for a fix. You could drown in all these tears of shame. They post the film online for a game. 7 by 7, their heads were shaven. 7 by 7, lined up with their brethren. Another train to hell leaves the station. Guards laughing, but first a special destination. 8 by 8, let this be thy fate. 8 by 8, mouths frothing with hate. Every empire built with money and pain. Every tempo just the same. 9 by 9, they say your screams are divine. 9 by 9, they say there is no line. Something's burning a mere 2 streets away. 4 more orphans come the break of day. 10 by 10, they slayed the babes in the glen. 10 by 10, they said, let's do that again. Prayers are never answered, can't you learn? Climb into your grave and await your turn. When they call your number, you will find every book of worship is read by the blind. And that was written 11:01 a.m. on the 13th of April, 2024. Seems like a million years ago now. I must check the time on this. 16 minutes, I think that says. And when every day is a month, you know. Is this one song? Oh, do that. Tell me that you love me. Tell me that you love me. Maybe you'll believe it one day. Those 3 words fall so easily from your tongue, but you never show it in any way. Tell me that you love me, but lock your lips when I kiss you. Use them as a shield when I need comforting, of when your false excuses fall through. Tell me that you love me while you break my heart in 2. Tell me that you love me while you pretend it's true. Tell me that you love me. Like those words absolve all sins. One day they will echo round an empty room, and silence whispers, now your turn begins. Tell me that you love me while you break my heart in 2. Tell me that you love me while you pretend it's true. I don't want to get into the old ifs and if onlys and that kind of stuff, you know. You go through these 5 stages, and it's true, you do, you know. I don't know what order they go in, you know. Denial, I guess, was the first one, and bargaining, you know, how much are you do? And then rage, why me? I think there's 5, whether it's 5. The last one's acceptance, you know, so I try and stay in acceptance with a little bit of denial there, just so that, you know, you don't lose faith, you know. I forgot how I got onto the start of that sentence now. Oh yeah, you know, to put a concert together, these songs, and to be able to play the piano on the ones that were written, you know, with a piano tune in my head. So that was written at 09:35 a.m. on the 20th of April 2024, table number 1. Not table number 1, but table at number 1. Prolific to the very end. the internet has been quite handy in that I don't know what the inspiration for that song was. Something I saw, something I thought. I don't know. Oh, that's right. So, but throughout my musical life, yeah, the jaw might not make it to 34 minutes. Throughout my musical life, whenever I've come across, new musicians and stuff, gigs and stuff, and it would be, you written any songs? And I'd be, yeah, I've written some songs, yeah. Oh, I've written 3, and we've written 4, and we're working on a 5th, I'd say, well, yeah, I've written 500, and yeah, what, 500? Yeah. Disbelief, anger, feeling insulted, I think I've taken the mickey. That's just been the way it's gone. Then if I stuck around, most times I might just even sit down in rehearsals or before I went on to the show, I just write a song, I mean that in a boastful way, it's just how it always happened, and songs here. But there was always this disbelief with people, with the internet, the advent of the internet, and the number of songs and lyrics I've been able to write and put out there, and dating them and everything. So I've got my existing stock, if you like, there from the CDs and demos and outtakes. Now as I write this stuff here, so what have we covered so far? Maybe a week, 2 weeks or something like that, just on these songs. Even now, when I'm, disabled and dying, still pumping them out, So even if people don't like the stuff, I mention this because I had a comment the other day, from some guy, and he said something like, yeah, that one was a bit flat or something, but the number of songs you write, exclamation marks. We live in an exclamation mark world these days, don't we? I'm being cremated when I go, but mainly to save my children some cash. But as I sit here, I'm actually looking at a piece of paper there, scrawled in marker pen. It says, "Fuel plan is all paid. Call," name of the company, on their telephone number. They will collect body, including death certificate. And then it's got my funeral plan number there. Happy stuff, huh? What have you got hanging on the walls in your house? Yeah, but with my sense of humour, if I was going to have a ground burial kind of thing, I'd do a headstone, and I would these days have it filled with, exclamation marks, and maybe a couple of emojis as well, like, here, Paul Murphy, he is. Well, anyway, back to the job at hand. How are we doing for time here? Because I want to get the last song in. Yeah, we're not going to get all these done through, I don't think. Okay, so this is called Trash. You want some advice? I'll give it to you straight. If you're looking for respect, you've got a long wait. Your name's in lights all over town. When the rats jump on the traps, we know you're around. You count your worth on the bedpost notches. The entrance fee's down to 2 sodas and scotches. Rings through your nose and tattoos on show. The words you hear the most are, I gotta go. The only compliment that you get sent is when you're on your knees, paying the rent. You look in your mirror and what does it say? You're 20 years on from your best day. You're a cut-price deal in a closing down sale. The echo chamber tells its own tale. And I realized 16:05 p.m. on the 18th of April 2024. It says chair number 1. So I was sitting in a chair that day. Okay, oh well, here's To Hell and Back. Which version is this? Okay, right, so To Hell. Oh, this is To Hell and Back, dot, dot, dot. I've got 3 songs called To Hell and Back, so I wrote the original To Hell and Back in 1999. I think I wrote it in 99, recorded the album in 2000 maybe. And that was like an 18-minute long song. Good song as well, if you forgive me for saying so. I lost the lyrics. I've got the CD, which is the To Hell and Back Sessions CD2 sitting on the table in front of me there. But, you know, I can't play the CD and transcribe an 18-minute long song, you know. So I was looking for the words the other day, just to play the chord sequence. Couldn't find them, so I wrote another song, same music, and that was called To Hell and Back, parenthesis again, close parenthesis. And then I thought I'll sing this the other day, and I've lost that as well. So then I had to sit down and write this, which is To Hell and Back, dot, dot, dot. So, and here we go. This might be the last one I get in. Yeah, it will be, prior to the last one. To Hell and Back. I was bleeding memories from the wounds in my heart. Your shrapnel kisses left scars that never heal. Your henchman words tore all my defences down, and your penchant for cruelty was finally revealed. You feast upon innocence, but your appetite stays unsated. You lust for naivety, you don't care about its source. One day your walls will fall, your church will be desecrated. I've been to hell and back, and I'm going to teach you about remorse. You placed landmines in the playgrounds, laughing, everybody dies someday. You tear-eyed parents should thank me for taking the element of surprise away. You mock the lame and meek, saying, seek, and ye shall find no cure. Your pain is my sustenance, now give me more. You ransack the nurseries, screaming, give me my childhood lost. You can't escape the past's grasp, and all you meet pay the cost. You spike the communion wine, cackling, say hi to your maker from me. I saw burning torches all the way to hell and back. Let me introduce you to your destiny. You stole a widow's tears, using them to disguise your lies, asking a jury of your so-called peers, won't you forgive me one more time? Whenever you open your underworld mouth, the devil appears. One day someone will come along to exact a price for your crimes. The first time I embraced you, your lips were like a switchblade on my neck. The dawn was a journey I didn't think I'd get to make. I found strength I never knew I had to free myself from your clutch. You cast me off to hell and back. Half of that voyage you're about to take. You say praise false idols. You say it into the looking glass, branding your dark commandments into the flesh of newborn babes. I heard pleas for liberty echo off of your dungeon soul. Depravity and decadence are your stock in trade. Your conscience is a vacuum where nothing can exist. Your kiss is like a crucifixion, a slow, impious death. One day the slain will rise, and in vain will be your forgive me cries. I was flayed all the way to hell and back. Unlike you, I've got tomorrows left. That was another song that kept coming, and so that was written 12:11 p.m. on the 27th of April 2024, and This page was written at 10:40 a.m. on the 28th of April 2024. Okay, now, so I've got to go into, so this is going to be the last one, folks. This is called Moments in Time, and I wrote this for my beautiful, priceless, peerless children, Dylan and Emily. Daddy loves you so much. With all my heart and soul, every fibre of my being, everything I am. I am because of you. Moments in time. Moments in time slip by so fast, touched for an instant, then gone from our grasp. All that they leave us are memories to hold and a path to the future we've yet to behold. Moments in time. Hold them in vain. Trying to keep them is like catching the rain. Forever elusive, they kiss you and leave, leaving you to choose, to praise them or grieve. Moments in time, like sand on the shore, moved on by the waves, from the hourglass's roar. Savor their presence as long as you can. Your soul can store them past eternity's span. Moments in time, here and then gone. Some leave you tears, some bequeath you a song. They whisper farewell, we will not meet again, but all that we've shared will always remain. That was written 11:32 a.m. on the 5th of May 2024. I've been Paul Murphy for a very long time now. It's a burden. More importantly, I've been the father of Dylan and Emily, and that's what really matters. Thank you for your time, good people of the world. If you've listened to this, even a fraction of it, waste not a second of your lives. Take it from me, you never know when the hourglass would be stolen. You can watch the sands go down it and plot a course. But someone can come along and steal the hourglass, and your plans amount to nothing. And I wouldn't lie to you on this. I really wouldn't.